This is All Sports All the Time, episode 27 of season 2. Luke, which amazing baseball player wears number 27? Mike Trout.
Mike Trout. Yeah, I knew that.
Potential future Philadelphia Philly, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, episode 27, the Mike Trout episode, I guess.
Or Bryce Harper times 9.
Good. Yeah. Yep. If there was a Bryce Harper at all 9 positions,
It'd be number 27.
27. Yeah. Speaking of Bryce Harper and of baseball, I saw Joe Girardi today. He was 6 inches away from me.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was filming Rollins, the women's college basketball game, and I guess he is, I don't know, related to one of the girls on the Rollins team, because there was like somebody that he was specifically there for that he was waving to.
Yeah,
he and his wife were there, and say, I don't know if like,
did you say
niece
hi
or something? No, mainly because he came in. I saw him come in. I was at like the edge of the bleachers, so he's going up the steps. That's why it was 6 inches away, because he went up the steps like right next to me, and I for sure didn't play it cool. Like I was like just staring at him. I'm pretty sure, trying to figure out. I think that's Joe Girardi. Is that Joe Girardi? I'm pretty sure that's Joe Girardi. So he walked past me. I don't know if he noticed me looking at him or not. He's Joe Girardi. I feel like he probably gets looks occasionally. He's famous enough for that. But yeah, and then I was like, yeah, that's definitely Joe Girardi. That's pretty crazy. And
what were you wearing?
Yeah. This.
What were you wearing?
This.
Oh,
Grateful shirt.
No Phillies gear?
So, no. Phillies gear I don't think would have helped my case, because he didn't exactly kill it in Philly.
Definitely wouldn't have. But
so,
like, that he would have definitely noticed you staring at him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's like, oh no, a Phillies fan.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is a problem. But yeah, so that just happened like an hour and a half ago. I was like, that's Joe Girardi. So
Well, yeah. I shook the president's hand this weekend.
The president of
the president
of the United States,
of Grove City College.
Nice. Why did you?
I tried to get you with that one, but it didn't.
You can't. I'm too good, Luke. Why did you shake the president of Grove City's hand?
Just because I saw him, so I shook his hand.
So he just like wandered around campus?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? What does he do? Does he just kind of like walk around? Or like,
I have no idea what he does.
Is he on campus doing something?
I have no clue. I don't know what his responsibilities are as president of a college.
Were you both walking and you walked past and shook hands, or one of you was stationary and like you went over?
No, so I was sitting at a table with Tim.
Okay.
Like Tim Forey. And I guess him and Tim know each other, because he walked up and started talking to Tim.
Gotcha.
And they were like having a conversation, and I said hi and introduced myself and stuff, because I'm a decent human being.
Okay. Nice. So there's the episode title. Luke shook the president's hand.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if that works as clickbait, because then it's so early in the episode, people will click and then they'll be like, "Oh." So maybe I don't know. TBD on the
TBD.
Title. We'll see. But yeah, to be transparent here, I didn't plan literally anything for this episode. It's been a pretty crazy week for me. I think that the next 3 months before I graduate, the episodes, it might be a little unplanned, because I'm gonna be ramping up, getting ready to graduate, job hunting, all that stuff, and so the podcast planning is probably gonna get pushed back. So who knows? Maybe we'll have some weird episodes, and those aren't bad. So
very well could be. Very well could happen.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
And after the Super Bowl, we'll be at such a point where there probably won't be a whole lot to talk about for a little bit. I mean, you've got the NBA trade deadline, which coming up here, I believe.
It just happened.
And I mean, the start to the ML. Oh, that already happened. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, start to the MLB season. But honestly, unless there's like stuff happening, you know, it's not going to be super interesting. So
yeah, the next 2 episodes, like the next month, is like the most dead zone of sports. Where it's post Super Bowl, the like second week of February to the second week of March, post Super Bowl, pre March Madness.
Yeah,
are when are the biggest
like
drought.
Dead.
Yeah, so probably get some random episodes from that, and then we get into March Madness and Parker's area of expertise. March Madness episodes with Parker are so fun because he knows what he's talking about, and I learn a ton of stuff. And does it always help my bracket? No, but it's fun to listen to. So yeah, I'm excited for March Madness.
I agree.
But yeah,
that'll be fun.
We do have the Super Bowl, so we can talk about that for now. We've still got one football game left.
Super Bowl that nobody wanted.
Yeah,
in my mind, there's 0 football games left.
It is, like America in general didn't want this Super Bowl, but then Eagles fans specifically wanted it even less. So I think this is just like worst case scenario Super Bowling. I guess I'd rather it be Chiefs 49ers than Chiefs Cowboys. That's the only way it could have been worse.
Yeah,
I'd rather the Niners than the Cowboys.
But at least if it was Chiefs Cowboys, I would definitively want to cheer for the Chiefs. In this, I don't know who I definitively want to cheer for.
Oh, really? Okay. I've made up my mind.
I think I'm cheering for the Niners. Oh, you're rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't know. See,
it's tough.
I feel like I'm leaning Niners.
It's a very tough. No. It's a very tough choice. I think this is a legit debate. Who should Eagles fans root for, the 49ers or the Chiefs? No real right answer.
I really don't know.
So, I chose the Chiefs just because their fans are already happy and they're already doing great and they've already got Super Bowls recently. And the way Super Bowls work, it's kind of like the Eagles won in 2017. And that's obviously we'd be thrilled if they won another one in between there. But that's kind of like enough to like keep you going for a few years. You get a Super Bowl, that'll last you 5-10 years as a fan, just like it sustains you kind of. And so the Chiefs already have that. The Niners haven't won a championship since 1994. And I would prefer it stay that way so that they don't have a Super Bowl recently. Instead of the Chiefs having 2 Super Bowls and the Niners having 1. Like, I'd rather the Chiefs have 3 and the Niners have 0.
I guess that's fair.
It's basically just who are you rooting for to be less happy? And the Chiefs fans are already pretty happy with how their team is, even if they lose. And so I just, not like I'm a huge, Chiefs are awesome. Like, Chiefs have Andy Reid. We've got Travis Kelce. Like, we've got some Eagle connections there.
When was the last time a team won back-to-back Super Bowls? I assume it would probably be the Patriots at some point in time.
You would be right. I
just don't know what year that would be.
They won the second of their back-to-back against the Eagles in 2004.
05.
Right before you were... 2004 season. Right when you were born, basically.
Literally, like weeks. Like 2 weeks. No, like a week after I was born.
Yeah. So that was... They had... The year before, they beat the Rams, I think?
Okay.
No, the Panthers. They beat the Panthers and then they beat the Eagles. Yeah. It's been your whole lifetime. That's the
quite literally
measurement. The Chiefs would be the first since the 03-04 Patriots to do that. And plus also, I thought of another reason that I want the Chiefs to win, and I feel better saying this now versus later because Parker's not here. gives Mahomes a better shot at overtaking Brady as the GOAT. Because
for sure,
I'll be honest, that's what I'm rooting for. I want Patrick Mahomes to be the GOAT over Tom Brady because I don't want Tom Brady to be the GOAT. So,
well, you say that, and then Patrick Mahomes will overtake him, and you'll be like, I don't want him to be the GOAT anymore. And then
no, because I think Mahomes deserves it more than Brady. So that's my rooting interest.
I think that would be cool because yes, we grew up watching Brady, but Brady started his legacy before, like, the bulk of his legacy was before we could really understand what was happening.
Yeah.
We've been watching football since before Patrick Mahomes even dreamt of being drafted. Maybe not that soon, but before he was drafted, we've gotten to see every season of him, and we will see every season of him. Mm-hmm. So that'll be more our generational GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like with like LeBron and Jordan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I think it's cool. I think it's fun to watch a dynasty. Mm-hmm. It's annoying as being a team that wants to beat them, but it's still fun.
Yeah. So are you talking yourself into the Chiefs now?
I mean, honestly, if I cheer for the Chiefs, I'm cheering for Andy Reid because I love Andy.
Yeah.
Love the big walrus. Yeah. Love that man.
Okay, I think that's a legit reason.
I'm cheering for a good game.
Yeah, we've been pretty spoiled recently. Like the Super Bowls have been pretty good in recent years. We had last year obviously we didn't like how it ended, but it was a great Super Bowl, all-time great game. Yeah. Rams Bengals came down to the basically to the end. Before that, Bucks Chiefs was a bad one. That was
not great. Same with Chiefs Niners.
That one was good because the Chiefs came back. It was 20-10.
Yeah, the Chiefs came back, but once they came back, they just didn't stop, and then it got it ended in not a close way. But yeah, I guess they did.
That one was still good. It wasn't. Yeah. But yeah, we've been pretty lucky. Ever since that Patriots Rams horrible Super Bowl. We've been
so bad.
I think that maybe that helped change our perspective. Like, this one wasn't that bad. So
yeah,
a fun close game would be the best we can get. Let's go to our Instagram. If you're watching this, go to our Instagram. We posted our blank bingo card once again. This is the last one of the playoffs. And we had people comment. The championship round bingo, we almost had it, dude. We were so close. We had, I think 2 rows where we got 4. And so we're on the brink. And I think we can get it in the Super Bowl if we play our cards right. So let's go over some of the things that people commented for us to put on the Super Bowl bingo board. We had 49ers win and Chiefs win. I feel like that's we can put both of those on there just because increases our chances. And one of them isn't going to happen, so it also could kill a line. So
very true.
Usher brings out Justin Bieber. What do you think of that one?
I feel like that's a very pop culture thing about some inside pop culture lore that people know that I have known nothing about. So maybe that happens. I don't know. Do Usher and Justin Bieber, are they in some sort of combination right now, or is that just a random Justin Bieber thrown out there kind of thing?
I have no idea, which is why I asked you, Luke. What do you think of that? Because I was like, let's see if Luke knows.
I don't know if that's just a random, let's throw Justin Bieber in there, or if that's they recently worked together on something kind of thing.
Yeah, I have no clue. So we're not sure on that one. 4th down conversion and a 55+ yard field goal. I like both of those.
I feel like very likely that both of those things happen.
4th down conversion, definitely. 55+ yard field goal would be. Harrison Butker could probably do it. I don't think I trust Moody.
You don't trust Moody?
I don't think so. But
I mean,
if it comes down to it, like
a pretty decent year.
They might have to.
If it comes down to it and they have to attempt it, they're going to.
Yeah.
55 is far though.
Yeah. The game goes to overtime.
Put it on there. I mean, it's
not
supposed to be super obtainable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are good, like right on the line ones. Game goes to overtime.
Goes to overtime would be crazy. I don't think it'll go to overtime, but
yeah, that would be amazing.
I feel like it's gonna be I feel like this is gonna be a very sided Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm hoping for a good game, but I feel like one team is gonna come out gunning and they're just gonna run away with it.
Really?
Although I don't know, because thinking about like the NFC Championship game, and the Niners were down, I was pretty certain they were done, and then they had the comeback. So
yeah, that's true. The only Super Bowl that's ever gone to overtime is the 28-3 comeback.
Yeah,
Brady and Falcons, and that was overtime, but it barely felt like overtime because like the teams. Overtime, normally you go into it and it's like, wow, the teams are even. I wonder who's going to, but it felt like everybody knew that when it went to overtime, the Patriots are going to win because they had all that momentum. So it was like, it was overtime, but it didn't feel like overtime.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's unlikely that it goes to overtime, but it's not impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say, definitely put it on the card. It'd be a crazy slot if that got filled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Taylor Swift camera shot. That's inevitable.
That's a free space.
Like that's not even that's just the second free space.
I say we put it on just to increase our chances. Yeah, we're trying to get bingo.
Put it in the free space slot.
Yeah. And then the last one, Fred Warner tackle for loss. I like that one.
Yeah, I think that'll.
Yeah, because
I think that certainly is ideal, or certainly possible to happen.
Yeah, and that's like a play to look for, so that's a good.
Yeah, for sure.
Submission. We can look for Fred Warner. Watch Fred Warner make like 3 tackles at the line of scrimmage, and it's like it wasn't for a loss. That's probably what's going to happen now. But yeah, thank you guys for commenting on the bingo board. Yeah, everyone seems to have enjoyed that throughout the playoffs. That was just a random idea. I was just going to do it for the Eagles game, and then people were really into it.
Everybody enjoyed it, and then a bunch of other platforms started doing it too. So
that's where I was going with that. I've seen 3 other platforms do bingo boards now, and I'm like, what? There's no way there's just this bingo craze happening randomly. They must have seen us.
Yeah. Yep, they definitely just saw us. That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN saw our content.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sad because when was the first year we did the prop bets spreadsheet? You, me, and Parker, and Ethan Keitel might have been in 1 or 2 of those. Definitely the 3 of us.
It's been years. We've been doing that for years. Even before the podcast, I think.
Oh, really? That long?
I feel maybe not, because we probably hadn't been watching the Super Bowl together.
Yeah,
that long.
It might have been like the same year as the podcast.
I think me and Parker may have been doing it long.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know for sure though. It's probably been about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think the first one that I participated in was the Chiefs-Niners Super Bowl in 2019. I think right before COVID. I don't know.
I don't think it was.
Or no, Chiefs Bucks was right before COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which one was right? I don't know.
I don't think it was quite as extensive.
Yeah, because
they in Parker would do it, but I think we would do some smaller things
in that, 2020 to 2022. Yeah, 2020, 21, and 22. We had a spreadsheet. That was prime years, and then we did it last year. But anyway, I'm sad because we're not doing it this year because we don't have money, you and me.
Yeah,
because Parker has a job and we don't, and so it even none of us have ever made or lost more than like $10 on this because they're all $1 bets and they all like.
It's also a lot more fun to keep track of it and like when we're all together watching.
Yeah,
it. Like
that too. Like we did it last year and
separate. Yeah. It's not as fun when we're like not together for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense that we did it last year, especially since like the Eagles were in it and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But this year, it just didn't feel, we weren't all going to be together to keep track of it. And like, this is the kind of year where it would be really fun to do because we don't care as much about the game. So we can really keep track of all these things. Last year, it felt stressful to track that and just like be invested in the game.
That's a good point.
Like this year would be a great year for it, but just being everywhere in different places, like different times, watching a game and stuff, like it just didn't quite feel right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
maybe next year we'll be back at it.
I hope so. We'll see.
If you're home next year, I'll definitely come home for the Super Bowl.
There we go.
Like if you're home and you and Parker are watching it together next year, I'll come home for the Super Bowl.
But we can bring back the prop bets. That would be awesome.
We can bring it back. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think I've ever made money in the. I think I've done it 4 years. I'm gonna say 4. I don't think I've made money. I think I have legitimately lost money every single year. Never like big, obviously.
I think
I'd like $5 every year.
I think I've made money most years, but I also wouldn't be surprised to say that I think I probably could have just broken even over these years. Like,
and you add them all up.
I don't think. Yeah. I think that or I've probably made like $5 to $10 over the years. Like not a whole lot.
Yeah. I feel like the pattern that's been for me is I feel like I've normally started off really hot. I'm like, oh, I'm looking good. And then you and Parker pass me by like the second half or something like that. So I don't know what it is, but if we do them again, I'm going to try to make $3 or something.
Yeah, we really have nailed it down. I feel like we have such a good system with our Google sheet, and I feel like that, like we're in a really, we've got it down to a science for sure.
Yeah, that's just as much fun.
Sportsbook.
Just as much fun as the betting itself is, like sitting
making it
in whoever's room or wherever we meet and like putting together the list. So if anyone wants to steal that idea, do it with your friends. It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. Like little $1 prop bets. It makes the game a lot more fun.
Yeah. And then you get like a little bit competitive and then So we're not doing it this year, but I would like to pass the idea along to inspire the next generation,
Of course, absolutely.
Another thing that we've done for previous Super Bowls that Parker's not here for, so I don't think we can do it really as much without Parker, but like you and Parker went back and forth and just like guessed what was going to happen in the Super Bowl.
I thought about that. I feel like we can't do that.
No, like we need Parker.
We need Parker. Me and Parker would go back and forth, and I feel like somehow Tom Brady would be playing in this Super Bowl. Because I feel like that usually happens. Tom Brady somehow ends up playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, odds were of all the times that you guys did it. Yeah. So we can't. Parker is crucial for doing that.
Didn't I go on a Baker hate monologue last year while doing it?
Probably. You've had a lot of Baker hate monologues, so that doesn't sound the most out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I feel like that's not out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Oh, that's something. Parker and Luke. Yeah. I'd rather have Parker be here to talk about this. Just so that the numbers are even, but this is fine. Parker and Luke banned the words Baker Mayfield from our group chat with the three of us. And I didn't even know that was. We're out here banning words that you're saying from group chats
on this platform.
Oh my goodness. That I said like I was like, how are you going to enforce this? And actually, do you remember what you said, Luke? Because it made me laugh. You said like strong
it was funny
verbal persuasion or something that sounded like you were gonna like threaten me if I ever used the words Baker Mayfield in our group chat. But yeah,
they find it now.
They tried to ban it, and I don't know how that's allowed
through intensive mental encouragement.
Yeah, that sounds like torture. Torture. We're mentally intense. intensely mentally encouraging them to do this thing or not do this thing. So yeah, now I'm not allowed to say Baker Mayfield in our group chat, which is so weird.
Nope.
I'm going to name the chat Baker Mayfield.
Oh, and this group chat has been this name for probably like a long time. I think this is the longest, probably second longest standing group chat that I have in my phone that has not changed names.
That's impressive.
And it's...
Well, too bad it's getting changed to Baker Mayfield, so...
Nope, not going to happen.
He's like got his phone ready for when I change it back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man. Before we go, do you have a Super Bowl score prediction? I can give mine if you need some time to think.
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
34-28 Chiefs.
Ooh, all right.
Gonna be a bit high scoring.
Okay. All right. I've been taking the other side with my prediction because I think that the defenses on these teams are really underrated. Both of them. The Niners, maybe not. We know the Niners have a great defense. But I think we kind of forget sometimes, especially recency bias. Like they gave up, 21 to the Packers? Not bad. And then the Lions kind of put a bunch on them. But yeah, the Niners defense is crazy good. And the Chiefs have been super underrated all year. Their defense has been so good. And I feel like people don't really talk about it that much.
They've had a very good defense.
Yeah, so...
because they have stars on offense, their defense kind of gets shadowed. Yeah. But honestly, I think the Chiefs, they had a really rough patch earlier this year. I think they would have been a lot worse if their defense had not have held them in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Mahomes didn't even have his best regular season. Like, he was obviously, he's Patrick Mahomes, he's good, but he wasn't anything, like, incredible this regular season. But, yeah, the defense definitely kept them in a lot of games. And so, yeah, I... for my sportscast that I did today, my Super Bowl preview show, which I think I'll put in at the beginning or the end. I'll put in at, I don't know, the beginning or the end. I haven't decided yet of this episode. I put in as many Taylor Swift references as I could. I think I put in 6 song lyrics into my script.
Wow.
And I finished, the last one was at the end of the show. I said, my final score prediction, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling 22-13 Chiefs win. And that's not even based on football statistics. That is literally just, I wanted the two numbers to be 22 and 13 because Taylor Swift. So yeah, that is the full reasoning behind that score prediction.
That's funny.
And then the Chiefs, just because it feels like they're inevitable. It's kind of like last year. The Eagles, we were like, the Eagles have the better roster. They're better constructed. The Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes. This year, the Niners, they're the better roster, better team. They've got all the pieces, but Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So we both picked the Chiefs. Right. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, me either. Well, that's episode 27, I guess. So,
hold on. No, let's do. I want to do one more thing before we
close
out the episode. Let's go through the NFL awards and honors, and let's break them down. Let's give our opinions on them.
All right, what you got?
Okay, starting with the MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson. How do you feel about that? Do you think that was well deserved? Do you think that that was the right decision there?
Well, I made a video about this, so you guys can, after you watch this episode, you can go click on over there to some more videos on All Sports All the Time. I think that Lamar was just the last man standing. He was the last guy to not have a bad game that ruined his MVP chances, and no one else really stepped up and overtook him. So, yeah, he's not one of the great MVPs we've ever had, but that's not necessarily his fault. That's just more like he didn't have great competition.
That's fair. Yeah, I would say it's pretty fair. Yeah. I would agree with that statement. I would say that he definitely had a great year at quarterback. I would say he's definitely a great quarterback right now. I mean, you have to be pretty good to win 2 MVPs in your career.
Especially before like the age of 26 or 27.
Yeah, anyway, he's young.
Yeah.
And I mean, another one to do it. There's 11 other players that did it, Patrick Mahomes being one of them. So, yeah, I think the Ravens looked like a powerhouse this year. And yeah, I think Chiefs got hot at the right time, and that's really what it's about, when you get hot. And I think the Chiefs, that's why they won that game. But
MVP is a regular season award, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not saying it's a playoff award, but I'm just saying, like, I think Lamar definitely had a good season, great season. Okay, Offensive Player of the Year award goes to Christian McCaffrey. How do we feel about that?
Easy, yeah.
I thought that was a clear-cut choice.
Mm-hmm. He was great.
Do you believe that MVP is a quarterback award and Offensive Player of the Year is Best Other Player award?
Yes.
I know it's not like technically like that, but do you believe that's how it is structured, or that's how it should be?
Well, it's definitely how it's structured.
For sure.
The name is most valuable player, and quarterbacks are the most valuable. So, like, we're kind of asking for it. Like, it makes sense.
I think if you're talking about best player at their specific position this year, I would say Christian McCaffrey was the clear-cut answer among any other. Like, he is better than the second best running back, significantly more than the best quarterback is better than the second best quarterback.
Exactly.
But I would also say that if you put Christian McCaffrey on, say, the Panthers again this year, I say that they would not have been much better than a 500 team, like, if not worse.
He would have maybe added a win.
Yeah. Like, I think that, like, if you gave the Panthers, say, Patrick Mahomes this year, I would say that they would definitely be a 500, if not more, team.
Mm-hmm.
Or honestly, there's probably a handful of quarterbacks that you could put on that roster, and they would, become significantly better. So I would agree.
Yeah, just the nature of the position.
MVP doesn't always mean the best stats. It means who brought the most value to that team. And I would say, like, 9 times out of 10, that is going to be the quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, that goes back to say that I think Christian McCaffrey certainly was the right call for Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Now, Defensive Player of the Year, there's definitely some controversy in this one. Myles Garrett.
I agree with that. I think that
a lot of people are saying that TJ got snubbed out of that one. And yeah, I think that Myles Garrett certainly was deserving of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think it could have been argued either way, but yeah, what do you think?
Mm-hmm. Myles Garrett had more of like this was kind of like a win of the advanced metrics. Like, Garrett had a bunch of like pass rush win rates his pass rush win rate was way higher. He was like, he had the better stats past sacks of just like pressures and messing up the offensive game, because it's not just sacks. Like, even if you don't get the sack, if you blow up a play, like, that's huge. And so I think the more advanced analytics showed that, and that helped him deservingly win. And also the Steelers defense was great, but the Browns defense was, we forget because they got lit up by the Texans. But before that, in the playoffs, in the regular season, the Browns defense was really good. So yeah, just him being a big part of that amazing defense, and then getting all those crazy pressures. He got double teamed like some ridiculous amount of the time. And so, he was amazing this year.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Offensive Rookie of the Year, CJ Stroud.
I felt like this one needed to be a tie. They needed to go CJ Stroud and Puka.
I know
it's really unfortunate for Puka.
Award. I think Puka had an unbelievable record-breaking season, and
as a fifth-round pick,
I think it's tough just because, I mean, don't get me wrong, CJ Stroud had an incredible season with the Texans, and he's got such a bright future ahead of him. Between him and D'Amico Ryans, I think they're going to make a great Texans team down there in Texas. But Yeah, it's tough to see Puka lose out on that because he certainly had a great season as well.
That was kind of the opposite of the MVP. Like MVP, it was just like, I guess it goes to Lamar. This one was, yeah, two guys should have got it. They were worthy of it.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson Jr. I think it's fair. I think a lot of people were upset that Jalen Carter didn't get it, but I think him and Carter had pretty opposite seasons. He had a slow start and a hot finish. Jalen Carter had a hot start and a slow finish, and I think that's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to look back at the first 6-8 games of the season. Like if you finish hot, people are going to notice that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. I think I would have my guess would have been Devin Witherspoon to come away with that one, but Will Anderson definitely deserving. And yeah, Texans. That's I got to look into that because the top picks for the Texans being the offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year is a crazy impressive first round for their draft class. So I don't know how often that's been done, but I should look into that.
Yeah. We got two more. Sorry. Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski.
Browns. I've believed in Kevin Stefanski for a long time, even since back when he was taking them to the playoffs.
Baker Mayfield isn't there anymore.
Oh, you said it. Yeah, Kevin Stefanski is awesome. Taking his team to the playoffs despite having 4 or 5 different starting quarterbacks. Yeah, he definitely deserved it.
Yeah, I agree. And then finally, comeback player of the year, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Joseph Flacco.
Yeah, I saw somebody point out, they were like, should Joe Flacco really win it, even though he only played like 5 games? I was like, I mean, Damar Hamlin didn't play that many games or that much time either. Yeah. So if you're going to make that case, then that should be for both of them. It's not like Damar Hamlin was on the field all the time and Joe Flacco wasn't. So yeah, that was really interesting. Damar was the favorite to win it. And although,
let's be realistic here. If Damar won it, it simply would have been like, I don't want to say a publicity stunt, but like, that's in terms of what they did for the team that they played on. Flacco clearly had the upper hand there. The way he turned the Browns season around and took them to the playoffs. Like, yeah, it's great to see the way Damar has recovered, but like, he didn't really do much for the Bills, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's great for us because it was memeable either way. Like, either it was Damar won, you got the publicity of he like died on the field last year, he wins comeback player of the year despite not really playing. Like, that's memeable. And then Joe Flacco winning, you get the memes now, the jokes of like, well, I guess this means that playing for the Jets and then winning with the Browns is more impressive than coming back to life. Like it, so
yeah,
it was really a win-win for us either way as consumers.
Yeah.
So that's all the awards. There we go.
Yeah.
And the only award left, the Super Bowl MVP, which will
go to Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, all right. There you go. Kind of a boring answer, but probably the most likely one.
It's the realistic answer.
Yeah,
we can't believe anything different?
No, it's either going to be Patrick Mahomes or Taylor Swift. So
if the Chiefs win, Patrick Mahomes, because Super Bowl MVP is also somewhat of a quarterback award.
Yep.
If the Niners win, I almost guarantee you it will be Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Brock Purdy will win it. Unless for some reason he has like an insane game and Christian doesn't. But I even think if they're similar in how they played, not how they played because they're different positions, but if they're similar in like the stats they put up, like if he had a good quarterbacking game and he had a good running game, I think Christian will get it. But
I think that makes sense. Yeah. And also it feels more likely that like, yeah, crunch time late in the game, they need a big play, they go to McCaffrey. That feels like if the 49ers have a moment on offense, it would be some big Christian McCaffrey play that wins him MVP. So yeah. And Christian McCaffrey wears what number? 23.
23.
Oh, let's go.
I said it.
You said it as I was. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
23.
I knew that I knew it. I was going between 23. Yeah. 23 and 13 is what I was going between.
Well, Purdy's 13. So.
Yeah, that's why I thought about that. I was like, oh, wait, Purdy's 13. And that's why. Yeah.
The Taylor Swift numbers, 22 and 13. Purdy's 13. Mm-hmm. McCaffrey used to wear 22 on the Panthers.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that means, but it's information.
Too much into the zone.
So
you're giving into their publicity.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I admit that. I'm fine with that. So, what math can we do with this? This is episode 27 of season 2. 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. Season 2. That doesn't work. This is like that game where there's like the card and it's got the 4 numbers and you have to get to 21. This is like that, except
24, not 21.
Oh, yeah. This is like that, except instead of getting to 24, I'm trying to get 22 or 13 out of 27 and 2.
27 and 2? No way.
And I don't know if 27 backwards is 72. And no. I don't know if this is going to work. Season 2 plus the 2 from 27 is 4 times 7 is 28. No, that doesn't work.
Here, I have it. I think. Hold on. Give me like half a second here.
Do you need to pull out a calculator to make this work?
No, hold on. Just trust me.
Okay. So we're working with 2 for season 2 and 27 for episode 27. Luke is currently writing out a math problem, I think.
Yes,
I don't. Even if you're watching on YouTube, you can't see it. So if you're listening, just know that you're not missing it because we can't see it. And if you're watching,
well, I have to make sure it equals
maybe we'll see it. Okay, so basically, moral of the story: everyone go on YouTube, check this out for the reveal of Luke's math.
There's not going to be a reveal.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it way less exciting. I'll keep trying while you do that stuff. So there's 2 2s and a 7 basically, but then we can make 27 its own if we have to. Did you take the numbers and just like
what's
write
27 squared?
I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna work.
2,213. Whoa, 22 and 13. No way. Crazy that's what 27 squared is. That's definitely. Now I have to check just to make sure. It's 729.
Yeah.
Which is 7 plus 2 is 9. Minus 9 is 0. Yeah, okay, this is enough math, I think, for the
episode 22.
I think people are probably over this.
22. It's episode 27. 24?
Yeah. 27. Yeah. You got it. Yeah. I don't know what that ending was, but I hope you guys liked the math. Impromptu math, baby.
Bye.
Enjoy the Super Bowl. This will be out right before the Super Bowl. A lot of you will probably listen to this after the Super Bowl, so comment what happened in the Super Bowl. Bye.